What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today, finally, the old heads will shut up. Finally, Mattel released a Rubber Rex for all of these 50-year-olds to be quiet and stop complaining. Oh, Mattel isn't as good as Kenner. Suck my dick, now they are. Although, I'm not, after pondering on it for a bit, I'm not too fond of this Rex. Just something about it looks kind of off. It feels like they tried to be a bit too much like Kenner. Just a bit too much. Like they wanted to get everything down on this. I don't know much about this. This is gonna be kind of a short rant because, as you can tell, I'm not exactly, I haven't been hoping for this forever. I haven't been oh my god, they need to release a Rubber X because, well, I didn't grow up 30 years ago. I don't exactly know how this, don't exactly know how I'm supposed to react. Happy. Like, what the fuck? I'm not the most excited, as you can tell, but just, yeah, something about, I would be excited if the figure looked nice, but it kind of doesn't. I don't know. They added, reasonable paint apps, enough to look like the Kenner Rex. But even then, I feel like the paint scheme with Mattel's style doesn't exactly match as well as it, excuse me, as good as it would on, paper or something. The idea sounds good in theory, but then, in execution, it kind of looks like, well, this. It's not bad, it's just, Maybe I'm the only one who's not, totally excited about this. Because then again, it's releasing against, well, really competing with the fucking, Dino Trackers. The Dino Trackers T-Rex, which is just, yeah. It's kind of not very favorable. It's not very favorable, and, it's not going in Kenner's way. And also, for the rest of this, rant, I'm going to refer to the creators of this, Red Rex. I'm going to refer to them as Kenner because, well, had to be something about it. Kenner had to have had some say in this, right? I mean, they're literally just stealing the idea and doing it in their formula, which is, maybe it's a T-Rex head. Maybe it's the head that looks wrong. Maybe it's just the fact that Mattel hasn't exactly done any Rubber Rexes. But if this does really well, I think Mattel is probably going to release a bunch of Red Rexes in the future, which is, I don't know. For me, who grew up, look, y'all's childhood was the Kenner Rexes. My childhood was the Mattel Rexes. I didn't really like playing with the action figures until Fallen Kingdom came out. So that's probably why. That's probably why it wasn't as, exciting for me when Hasbro toys released. Yeah, so me who grew up with, Mattel, this is kind of just, I'm conflicted. I want this toy to do well, so, collectors can be quiet, but at the same time, I don't want to immediately get thrust out of what we've been accustomed to for, how long has Mattel had the license? 4 or 5 years? I don't want to just get thrust back into fucking Rubber Rexes. I don't have exactly, experience with this. Sorry an interruption, back to what I was saying, yeah, I don't want to just be thrust back into, 30 years ago for the rest of the time that Mattel has this license. And then you also have to think about these kids who have been accustomed to these action figures and, these dinosaurs roaring and shit, which is just you also have to be considerate of those kids, not just the ones who grew up on this and I like plastic dinosaurs quite a lot more than I do rubber dinosaurs. Also, rubber T-Rexes. The thing about rubber T-Rexes is that I don't know. It's just they're not as fun to play with, and as a stop motion YouTuber who mainly does stop motion aside from these rants and maybe, having fun on YouTube Shorts, there's nothing posable about this figure. It's a statue at most. At most, it's a statue. It's just kind of maddening because, well, it's not exactly the best to pose. But that's probably just my worries and concerns. I don't think Mattel would give up their whole style so 30-year-old collectors can be like, finally, my kids have a good enough childhood as me. I don't know. I'm just excited so all the old heads can shut the fuck up. But that's about it. Yeah, I guess goodbye YouTube, cause well, yeah, just goodbye, really. Have a nice night, I guess. I don't exactly know how to end this rant, cause I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with this. I can already imagine the comments of old heads writing 17 paragraphs on why I'm wrong and why Mattel should start doing rubber X's again, which is shut the fuck up. Shut up. And also, today or tomorrow I'm going to make a video on I think it's gonna be called The Problem with Power Scaling. And you gotta get ready for the comments on that one. People are gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. Cause, well, power scaling is kind of bullshit. Anyway. Goodbye, YouTube. Yeah, goodbye, pretty much. Goodbye.